Okay, so since the last update about Telcoin, we got this move down right in here. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about this move a bit more and tell you what are possible scenarios in this area. And are we now completely bearish, or maybe this is just going to be a simple noise and there's just nothing to be worried about. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And one of my special members asked for a Telcoin analysis, and I was like, you know what, maybe it's best to do this one for the public as well and talk about different possibilities that can happen in here. Now, if you remember, the last time that we talked about TEL, we were somewhere around, I believe, these areas, and I was saying, well, okay, this seems a lot like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, and followed by that, we can definitely have a move on the downside. Now, whether that move is going to be a very sharp one, or maybe it's going to be a slow and choppy move on the downside, that's kind of up for debate, and we need to wait a bit more and see what the shape of the move down is going to look like. And now we are having this thing. And here's a very important point. So far, this is a very important point. So far, I can tell you, well, okay, maybe starting from here, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into a correction for wave B, probably an ABC flat structure, and then this can be another 1, 2, 3, 4, and another move down into wave 5 into a larger degree C leg. And well, okay, so far we are having 5 wave up, correction down, and I'm hoping that soon in TL we get another big move on the upside. Now, if in the next couple of days we see another move down, maybe something like this, in order to take this global, okay, at that point we are going to argue maybe this is not an ABC, and instead it's going to be, if I just take this one, a 1, 2, 3 correction for 4, who knows, maybe even a triangle, and then another move down into wave 5. And here's a very important point. I do think that soon, one way or the other in Telcoin, whether in the short term we are going to be bullish or bearish, we are going to get a move on the upside. Why is that? Well, okay, if this is bearish and a 5 wave down, what's going to happen after it? A correction up. On the other hand, if this is an ABC zigzag, what's going to happen after it? A move on the upside, but it's going to be much more stronger relative to the previous move. So you see, one way or the other, we are probably going to get soon a move up, but this is not the point. You need to check the shape of this move. If this is going to be a correction structure, then okay, we're going to say after it, we're going to have another move down. On the other hand, if this is going to be, for example, a very strong impulse in order to get out of this area, okay, that's actually going to be a fantastic sign, suggesting probably the bottom is it. Now, here's the deal. If we do get another move down, and in that move, we actually take this low down here about, let's say, 0.0047, okay, at that point, we are going to argue, you know what, probably we are indeed having, starting from this point and ending to about this high, an A, B, C zigzag structure, and our move down can continue a bit more in order to take the lowest low down here, and then after it we can get a move on the upside. So for like very short term, your eyes should be on this low about, let's say, 0.005, and especially this one, which is much more important, around, let's say, 0.004748. If we take these two lows, that is not going to be a good sign. But here is a very important point. This is just a short-term analysis. Overall, I do not believe it's going to change a whole lot about TEL. This, one way or the other, in my opinion, is a corrective movement, and after it's over, we are going to start the next phase of the bull run in order to at least take the highest high up here about, let's say, 0.0087. But here's the thing, I don't think that we are going to stop here. No, I believe we are going to at that point go much more higher than that, and maybe even from here we can have like another 100% move on the upside. I think that is definitely possible. It's just the fact that maybe before we get a move up, we are going to have another move down, and again, there is just nothing to be worried about, and this might actually be even a fantastic long opportunity in hope that we get some more huge moves on the upside. Also, in terms of classic TA, meaning support and resistances, at the moment we are above this unbelievably important, let's say, broken resistance area. Why do I say, let's say for now, this is a supposedly broken resistance? Because this is from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. And if you want to say this is broken, you need to go on weekly charts, see a move above here, followed by that a pullback, and then after it, a continuation of the move up in order to take this side. If we see something like this in TL, then okay, at that point, this is confirmed as a broken resistance. And for now, I would like to argue, look, this can be considered as our initial break. Followed by that, this whole move down, we can argue, look, it's just a very simple pullback. And what's going to happen after it? Odds are a continuation of the move up. And as long as we are staying above this region, again, I think we are absolutely fine and we shouldn't really be panicking. And finally, let's check out indicators and then wrap up today's video. Let's zoom in more. Excuse me. There we go. So what is going on in here? As you can see, we are having a sell signal in stock RSI, however, a buy signal in MACD. That's why I want to argue. If you want to be bullish with quite a bit more confidence, maybe wait a bit more and see a buy signal in here also in stock RSI. And at that point, you can argue that from here, we're going to get a big move on the upside. So in weekly time frame, overall, because of MACD having a buy signal, we are, in my opinion, definitely looking bullish. But maybe it's best for you just to be safe, wait a bit more and see also a buy signal in here. And in daily time frame, what is happening? Okay, we are having, as you can see, a sell signal in MACD and the stock RSI at the same time. So right now, this is not necessarily a good sign, but I want to argue, if you want to have a solid bearish confirmation, just wait a bit more and see, are we going to take this low and especially this one or not? If we take them, then okay, at that point you can argue maybe for the next week or two this move down is going to continue a bit more, but then after it, please do not forget, I'm expecting a solid bounce back. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video. In terms of midterm structures in TEL, in my opinion, there is just nothing to be worried about, and it seems like that maybe we are having, we just do this from here, 5 up into 1 correction for wave 2, and after it's over, we're going to get a big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and on a higher degree, this is probably going to be into a larger degree wave 3 and 4 and 5 and so on and so forth. And I just do not believe that our move up in Telcoin is over, and from here we are going to start a massive bear market. I find that extremely hard to believe, and for now at least, I don't see any special sign suggesting something like that might be in play. Now, in the short term, on the other hand, the story can be a bit different. And as long as even we're not taking these two lows, I would argue you can say maybe this is a series of 1-2s. This can be 1-2, and then we're going to get big move up into wave 3, 4, 5, and then this is going to be into a larger degree wave 3 and correction for another move up into wave 5. So as long as we're not taking again this low, we can say this scenario might be in play. But if we take it, we can argue, you know what, maybe we're going to go for another very small move down, and then after it, we can get our bounce back and start the next phase of the bull run. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Telcoin's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.